And ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now today we are going to have a look at what is in the store, mainly crates and how frustrating these crates are beginning to get. So we're going to head over to the store, and the first thing that we can see are the tanks and crates. Now the crate prices are so stupid. They are absolutely stupid, but we're going to get to them. So first up, we're going to have a look at also the tanks that are in the store to get as well. Now, the first thing, the Invisible Menace. Fair play, you're getting two decent tanks at the Scorpion G and the SU-130 PM. This for money. It's for money. I don't like these tanks coming for money. Obviously, people got gold to spend, and now I find it funny how Wargaming have removed the ads where you can't get the gold for good reason. Obviously, they don't, well, same as the chat because of what's going on at the minute. It's not just that they've removed all advertising of their game. So I, for now, can no longer do any Huawei sponsorships because Wargaming have asked Huawei not to advertise their game in any way. So it's, for me, it seems strange that they're bringing these tanks, more and more tanks in for money and not gold. Now, I could understand it 2 months ago, 3 months ago, when they had the gift store there, because then people can buy gifts for their friends, but they've removed the gift store for now. I don't know what's happened to it, but they removed it. It was going so well, and they removed it, but yet they're still bringing these bundles in for money. Now, fair play, these two tanks are good tanks, but to be honest, wait for it to come for gold. It will come for 5, 6, 7,000 gold each individually. So you might as well wait to get one of these tanks. To be honest, I wouldn't spend £35 in getting these tanks. Moving over, we have the first set of crates, and of course, it is the Skoda T56 crates. Who's going to spend? I mean, who's stupid enough to spend £65 on 18 containers? I mean, it's just stupid, absolutely stupid. If anyone buys these kind of bundles for a tier 8 tank, you're stupid. And I wish Wargaming just wouldn't do this, especially, I've spoke about it before, I don't mind crates in general, but when you're seeing them every time in the store, they are every time. We've just had the Lanson crates, and then the next day they go, then the next day we've got the T56 crates. Like, give it a break. Start selling tanks for gold, man. Like, new tanks, start selling new tanks for gold. We've also, a couple of us moderators in the Discord server, we've asked Wargaming, like Reich, he sort of said about it, and I was thinking the same thing. Right now, who wouldn't love, I mean, there's some people that wouldn't, but to give Wargaming some massive credit, who wouldn't love a free Ukrainian tank? I mean, that would be, for me, such a good gesture. Like Wargaming to introduce a tier 8 premium tank, a Ukrainian tier 8 premium tank that you could either buy for gold or you could buy for money, and all the proceeds earned from that goes towards Ukrainian people to help them, etc. For me, I think that's a fantastic idea. A couple of you probably not, but you know, I know Wargaming have gave $1 million to the Ukrainian fund and stuff like that, which is great, which is absolutely great. People are forgetting, yes, it's a Belarusian company, Russian company, whatever, but they still have Ukrainian staff. They still have Ukrainian staff. They still have a site in Ukraine, and they have over 550 staff in Ukraine that Wargaming are currently trying to get out of the country. So I just think, as a good gesture, it would be great to see a Ukrainian tank in here somewhere. Whether that will be for free, give it to everyone. Why not? Give it to everyone for free, or just put it for gold, or just a cheap price that they can, you know, that's not crates. But I don't think we're going to get that. So anyway, moving on. We still have a few days left on these tanks right here, which is the Turtle Mark 1 and the TS5. Now, both tanks got buffed. And again, I love it what Wargaming do with these. They buff tanks and then they put them back for sale. Good profit. It's good marketing. Definitely good marketing. But is it worth 20,000 gold for these two tanks? Hell no. Hell no. Definitely not. Do not spend 20k gold on these 2 tanks. That's 10k gold each. These are worth 7 each maximum. 7 each. That is it. Do not buy this bundle because it's not worth that price. These collect them all containers as well. These are a bunch of bollocks. Yes, you get 45 for 20k gold, yeah, but don't buy these. Yes, there's a lot of tanks in there. There is a hell of a lot of tanks in there, but each individual one is 5%. You're getting 5% chance. If there's just one tank in there that you need, don't go for it. I mean, if you need all of these tanks, then maybe it's worth getting, because you're probably going to guarantee at least one tank with the 20k gold that you're spending on. If I done it, it would probably be the Churchill 3 or the Matilda. And imagine that, spending 20k gold on these crates and you get a scavenger. How frustrating would you be? So do not go for that bundle. The collectible bundle, stay away. E25. Now, this is a good deal. This is a really good deal. Again, it is for money, which is frustrating at £6. But £6, you're also getting 14 days premium, the #1 camouflage and full equipment, all the boosters, garage slot, the time 25 times 5. This is a good bundle, and I do applaud Wargaming for this. It's a fun tank to play. It's an old time tank. It's a legend back in the day. Obviously, people that know Skate Extreme, it was his favourite tank, his logo, etc. So I do admit this is a fantastic deal at £6 for all of this. If you haven't got the E25, it definitely is worth spending that £6 for. Moving on, we've got the Super Pershing at 5. It's just gone. We've got the Super Pershing at 5,500 gold. Or you can actually buy it again for money for £10. Not worth it, to be honest. It is cheap. 5.5k gold is cheap because you're getting also 30 days of premium on, with a few other things on top of that. So that is cheap, but really it's not worth it. It isn't worth the Super Pershing now is nothing. All it does is make credits. That is about it. You can't really perform too well in the tank. It doesn't perform well in the battlefield, especially when you can buy this right here for 8,500 gold. So for an extra 3k gold, you're on not only getting a tier 8 tank, you're getting a tier 7 tank as well. And the Sheriff here, the T26E5, is actually a better Super Pershing. It is a fantastic tank, and again for 8,500 gold for all of that, with the camouflages, full equipment, that's a good deal. That is a good deal as well. Now, a couple of these you probably won't see by the time this video is released. It might have, some of these may have been gone from the store. So currently we've got the Super Conqueror, 25k gold. Yeah, it's not bad. That's actually not bad for it's a standard price, to be honest. You are getting 5 containers in there, mystery boxes in there as well, which Wargaming likes to add in just to entice you to buy the tank. But for 25k gold is the standard price. It's not great, it's not bad, it's the standard price for a tier 10 premium tank, and it's a very good premium tank. Now, moving over, we have the Unstoppable Defenders for 25k gold. I think, again, I think I've already covered this before in my last shop video. 25k gold is not bad for the 4 tanks. It really isn't bad for all 4 tanks. But yeah, I would probably get them individually, to be honest, because there's a couple that are better than the others. Really, there's only one decent tank, and that is the Defender Mark 1. The others are all kind of just meh. But still a good price for the 4 tanks. Moving on, again, you could also buy the... have we looked at that? I mean, it was 20k gold. I don't know why this one's 15k gold. But yeah, you can buy the Turtle Mark 1 again in a different bundle along with the AT-15A. Again, 15,000 gold for these 2 tanks, a tier 8 and a tier 7. Not worth it. Not worth it at all for that price. Now we move on to some containers that are just, again, are just stupid. Lucky 7 containers. Lucky 7 containers. So here for 5k gold, you can get 12 containers. 5k gold. Okay, if you get one tank for 5k gold, it's worth it. It is worth it. But and it is a 7% drop rate as well, so that's not too bad. But again, it's crates. It's crates. Now what we're going to do, 3k gold for 7 containers. Now if we get any tank in this bundle, it will be worth it. But I'm going to do it just because I've got gold, got nothing to spend it on, and we're just going to try and see if we can get lucky, because that's what it's called. It's called lucky containers, lucky 7s, because they are all tier 7 tanks. And as you can see, 3 tanks, 3 crates left, 2 crates left, 1 crate left, and I've just wasted 3k gold. And if you're looking at these containers, you're probably going to have the same outcome as me. So do not buy these crates. They're not worth it. They are cheap. I mean, if you've got gold sitting around and you've got nothing to buy and you've got none of the tanks, and that's a big thing, only if you've got none of the tanks. If you're looking at this, all of these tanks and thinking, okay, I need the Smasher, I've got every single tank here apart from the Smasher, then no, the likelihood of you getting that Smasher is going to be very, very low. So don't buy these crates. Again, Skoda crates, £50, £45 for these Skoda crates. Again, not worth it at all. Wargaming do these deals that I to be honest, I usually buy these deals. So you got 1 container here for £2.49, and they have 3 containers for £10, which I occasionally do buy, because if you do get the tank for £10, then yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad price. And again, you go down and there's still more containers. It's just containers after containers after containers, and it gets boring and it gets so frustrating. Next up, fast and reliable. Now these 2 tanks at £4.49 again is a good price, is a very good price. They're nothing special. The BTSV is nothing like it used to be. It used to be a fun tank, not so much now. And the SU-76I, again, the Ice Claw, I think this was actually a very good tank back in the day, but now it's nothing special. But still, £4.49 if you don't own these tanks is a decent price. And that's about it. That's about it. Obviously, you can get cheaper tanks. You can get the Super Conqueror for 20k gold if you don't want to buy the camo with it. Again, that is just the standard. That's the standard for a tier 10 tank. Or you can buy things like the T26E5 separately, and the T23E3 separately. Now the T23E3 for 3.5k gold, you can't really go wrong with that. It's nothing special, but I would suggest getting the bundle where you get both of them at tanks. And again, you can get the turtle 12.5k gold. Not worth it, guys, not worth it. Or even 10k gold is not worth that price. And of course, you could buy all the defenders separately as well. So in my opinion, looking at the whole of this store, looking at all the offers, there's 2 offers that I would recommend. One is the E25, and the second one is the Unparalleled Platoon, which is the the T26E5, the Sheriff, and the T23E3. So at 8,500 gold, that's a decent price. But my top pick for today would be the E25, because that for me is a very, very good bundle, and it's a good tank played correctly. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope in the future we start to see less crates. Do I think it's going to happen? No, I don't, but we can all hope, eh? We can all hope. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.